It's time to vote your Thunder players into the 2014 NBA All-Star Game in New Orleans. Cast your vote through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or by using your mobile device. Visit thunder.nba.com for more information, and remember, fans, vote Thunder, vote often. And welcome back to Thunder Insider as we welcome in Brian Davis to the show. Well, the last time you saw us, we were talking about how dominant this team has been against teams with a winning record this season. One of the reasons is because of the play of their offense. They're averaging over 25 points in every quarter they've played recently. Brian, what do you think the biggest reason for that success has been?
Lots of strings of 20-assist games where the turnovers were down, and this is something I feel like I'm like a scratched CD, guys, but it's the other thing too. You remember the defense leading to the offense, run out baskets where there are a high percentage of assists on those plays, but the screening action, the decisions that guys are making, and grant the work off the ball that these players are doing.
All these things have been impressive, and what I've been impressed with is the fact that they've grown. And I think when you get to a point when you trust your offense, when you let your offense generate your scoring opportunities, I think you've arrived in the NBA as a dominant team, and I think that's where this club is right now. When you think about how many times they move the ball, how many times they set up for high percentage shots and open shots, Kevin Durant is the NBA's leading scorer. Yet he still gets open shots time and time again. That means that your offense is dictating that. And I think when you finally arrive as a very good basketball team in the NBA, you do that consistently. And this is what this club is doing right now.
And Kevin was talking the other day about how the point guards really probably don't get enough credit for that, but the emergence of Reggie Jackson and also the evolution of Russell Westbrook as a floor general and the decisions he's making because his vision is so much better and the game slowed down.
You bet. Well, the assist numbers are up for the team in the last several games. That's one reason. But here's another way the Thunder creates baskets for its scores without necessarily coming off a pass. The Thunder's Nick Gallo has more.
The box score only goes so far to tell the story of every NBA game, which is why the Thunder looks beyond the stat sheet to win on the margins. Assists are a subjective stat and one that only accounts for getting teammates open looks by the pass. Thunder bigs are also a big part of the Thunder offense by freeing up scorers and playmakers with their screens.
Oh, because we have great screen setters.
I've said this many times, our bigs are unsung heroes. They just continue to help us score points. Perk, Nick, Steven, and Serge, they get opportunities for all of our guys to attack.
We talk about screening a lot, and we know how important it is, and I think all of our bigs, we value it, and we realize how important it is to the team, and so it's something that we take pride in.
Over a 3-game stretch, I tracked the number of times a Thunder player scored a basket immediately after a teammate set a screen for them, either on the ball or off of it. The same rules that apply to a normal assist can be applied to plays where Thunder forwards get teammates open because of their picks.
We're moving the ball, we're moving our bodies, and once you get the defense shifting a little bit and making them work, you'll eventually find a shot.
In wins over the Denver Nuggets, Chicago Bulls, and San Antonio Spurs, the Thunder racked up 29 of such screen assists, with Kendrick Perkins and Steven Adams leading the way with 8 apiece. On top of its normal assist totals, those 29 screens created 29 more baskets for Thunder players. Every member of the team values those screens set by their teammates, understanding the Thunder's potent, high-scoring, and efficient offense wouldn't flow nearly as well without them. For Thunder Insider, I'm Nick Gallo.
Well, that just shows how those screens set by Perkins, Nick Collison, all those little things make a big difference. Heck, Steven Adams, too, in that San Antonio game with the screens he was setting. Grant, why does it make such a big difference to the offense?
Because you don't have to try so hard. Think about the premium players in the NBA. Let's just stay right here with Oklahoma, Kevin and Russell. When you give them the ball and ask them to create plays every day, every game, that's difficult for them to do. Certainly you want them to be special, but you don't want them to have to be special for 48 minutes. And if you give them the ball and move out of the way, you're asking them to be special every time they touch the ball. But when you set screens, you make their job a lot easier. They're able to force the defense to react, and then all of a sudden you start moving the basketball and everybody gets involved in the offense.
I think it also goes back to something, Grant, that you've talked a lot about the last few weeks, and that is that it's not just the screener, but it's the ball handler too. You have to be patient and allow the guy to set the screen properly first, so he doesn't get called for a moving pick. So the two things are of a piece, and when you get down to it, it literally is a matter of practice making perfect. The Thunder gets in the gym and works on this stuff day in and day out, and now we're beginning to see really the fruits of those efforts.
I wonder if there will be a point where on a box score you can see things like screen assist, if they get to a point where they can really start breaking that stuff down.
I hope not. I hope not. I mean, to me, that's fundamental basketball. I was one of those guys who set good screens, so I appreciate the guys doing that. But it's not a stat that I think that should necessarily be kept.
Okay, good. Then we won't count them up for you then. We like to keep it simple here.
Ahead on Thunder Insider.
When I was in middle school, I was a Stingers for the Oklahoma City Hornets, and that was by far one of the best dance experiences I have had.